Hello and welcome to Tube Talk.
Short week.
Easter weekend.
Exciting weekend.
Yeah.
Lots of holidays, lots of chocolate. Road trip perhaps.
Yeah, for the Bosmas.
Yeah, for the Bosmas.
Let's talk about the horses last week and then we can talk more about the road trip.
Okay, sounds good. Good weather plan too.
Yeah, it's looking good. Right, so a couple of winners last weekend, which was lovely.
Yeah, two really good winners. Friday at Rotorua, Vallone, who's a half to Lucia Valentina. He won at Rotorua on debut of 1400 metres. Family tend to be a bit funny, and they can run in trials and not do anything, or they can run in trials and go really well, but often they'll just show nothing till race day comes around. He won his last trial, first of about 5, and then won on debut like a good horse, like he'll go on with it. So, and he'll get more ground too. So it was exciting. Great way to start the weekend.
Yeah, and then we followed up with Silver Rod.
The big goof.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good. He won at Ellerslie, so we were 2 for 2 at that point, over 1400. Dead 6 track. Michael Woodnab rode him. Ridden him twice, down for a second and a first. Wouldn't have wanted the track any worse, only just got away with it. And he got to the front, put a length on them, and then he just sort of thought his job was done and just sort of relaxed a bit. And then a horse came up the inside and headed him, and he had to kick back. So it was a good effort. He is a horse I think will get better with racing, but I think next season he'll go through the grades on good tracks.
And then we had the two runners in the race, Seize the Moment and Thorn Pass.
Yeah, in the same race. We had 4 runners at Aupuni. They were in the same race, and two really good performances. Seize the Moment second and could have won. He got caught wide, had to do quite a bit of work, and he also lost a plate through a shoe, and that definitely cost him a few lengths. So to run second was an excellent effort. He's a good horse.
Thorn Pass ran 4th. Fresh Up?
Yeah, Fresh Up. And we were getting ready for an autumn campaign, and he liked sort of just the cut in the tracks, but it ended up being a good 3, but we decided we'd run because we had Opie Boston on board. And Opie just rode him beautifully, got him relaxed, came through runners and charged at the line. And Opie said he handled the good 3 track fine. So Opie thinks he'll win next start, and he's keen to stick with him. So
it'll be quite a nice little autumn campaign for him then.
Yeah, it will.
To watch.
Yeah, definitely. Like he's a good horse. He can win on good tracks, but just when there's a touch of rain around, it's a dead 5 or 6. He just grows another leg. He's that much better.
That's great.
Yeah, we've got quite a few good autumn to winter horses, and he's gonna win his fair share. Thorn Pass. Yeah.
And Rude Not To, second on debut.
Yeah, she was really good. Very, very strong field at Matamata. I think it's a race there'll be a lot of winners come out of, and I bet you there's a fair amount of black type winners come out of it too. She, we could argue that she should have won. She drew 8, drew wide, had to be used up a lot early, had to sit outside the leader, kick clear. The winner, Drew Barry, won, trailed, got off the fence, got up better on the line, and he's obviously a very smart horse. He won well, but I think if we reversed the draws, I think she would have won.
Yeah, she had to do a lot of work.
Yeah, she did. And Danielle said on the line, the other horse, when she got in front, Rude Not To, she just buttoned off as well and thought her job was done. When the other horse headed her, she kicked back, but it was too late on the line. She's a very, very smart filly and has a massive future.
Great.
She will probably run the stakes race next.
Great.
Yeah.
So, and we've got a roadie coming up. The Bosmas are going to Napier. Yeah,
the Bosmas are going to Napier. We're driving down Friday, and very kindly accommodation provided by Alan and Paula Keel, two lovely owners, and we'll have a barbecue with them on Friday. And I think Blair and Denise Martin will also be there. They're coming down, and we're going to the races on Saturday.
And we've got 3 runners at Napier.
Yes.
Got Rude Awakening.
Rude Awakening, Fresh Up in the Open 1200. Handicap really suits her, 54.5 kilos. She's drawn barrier 1. We feel that she is coming to hand better than she was last preparation. It's actually a pretty good field. It's only a 6-horse field, but Adventador's in there. He's very fast. He ran 7th in the Telegraph. It's not a bad field at all, but we feel she can win. She can be very competitive.
We'll look forward to seeing her race again.
Yeah, and the track looks like it's going to be good. The weather forecast looks great for the weekend.
Paula Keel tells me the weather gods are shining down there.
That's what we want.
I thought it was always fine in Napier.
Well, wine country.
Well, yeah.
We should go and have like an Elephant Hill lunch or something.
All right. And
Although we will have the kids with us.
Petite Midas has got her second start in Napier.
Yeah, so she ran on debut in Napier about a month ago and probably shouldn't have been there. She should have been at a trial instead, and she was very green, but has good ability. And she's been back to the trial since and ran a nice close second. It was much better. We feel she's improved a lot. We've got Kelly Miles on board. She's drawn barrier 3. It's a good barrier for her. She should be able to posse up handy, and she should run a good race.
And finally, Dixie Express.
Yeah, Dixie Express is probably only a 50-50 starter.
Right.
We've brought her back to race through the autumn. We think she likes tracks just what they're given it, dead tracks, and it's got to be a good 3, I think, on Saturday. So she's drawn really well, barrier 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's drawn well, and Miranda Dravitsky's on, who claims a kilo, and she's well up to this field on class. But if it's got to be a good 3, we'll wait a week. We just don't want her jarring up like she did last start. So we'll just assess it on the morning. If she races, she's got a good barrier, drawn us at handy, and she's won at that course and distance in Napier before.
Great. And so we should give everyone a update on Mighty Solomon's rating issue.
Yeah, so look, he ran in the flying handicap last week, where he was top weight at 59 kilos, and we'd complained that his rating was too high, and he ran 7th. And he had to give 6 kilos to the winner, who was a Group 1 winner, and clearly the weight was the difference, because that horse, Vespa, won by a couple of lengths. So he was a weighted certainty. So we have complained further to NZTR, and our complaint is now going to be heard by an independent adjudicator, and we're expecting that next week. So I am hopeful that our arguments will see his rating points drop. He's only probably got one more start, which is in the Easter Handicap, which is the Group 1 race on the 18th of April. So we're hopeful that his rating will drop for that, and he'll be weighted fairly, because he's not weighted fairly at the moment. Yeah.
So is that a good result to be going to independent review?
I think so.
You've crossed one hurdle at least.
Yeah. Well, look, Bruce Sherwin is the independent adjudicator, and he knows his racing. He's very good. He's very clued up. I know procurement, they made a complaint, and she dropped from 96 points to 90, and Bruce was the adjudicator. They've agreed to drop Mighty Solomon 1 point, but it's not enough. So I think it's a positive move.
Yeah.
It gives us an opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, and just to round up, we've just got 1.5% share left. 1.5% opportunity left.
Yeah, look, we've got one single 5% share left in the O'Reilly and a Curl filly, who, as we've said before, that Andy Curl is a full sister to a Group 1 and Group 3 placed. And it's a gorgeous filly. It's a beautiful filly. They're not making O'Reillys anymore. Very well bought. She's going to the breakers now, and it's a great opportunity. So I think if someone wants to have that last 5% share, I might even give them like a few bottles of wine. Should I give someone a case of wine if they take the last 5%?
Well, hang on, a few bottles or a case?
6 bottles. What do you think of wine?
You're a generous man.
I don't know. It's a great opportunity. She is. She's a beautiful filly for the price. So if anyone's interested in the filly, give me a call, because the 5% won't last long.
Right. Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter, everyone.
And keep safe.
Safe travels, and see you next week.
Bye.